Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality, and today is the September episode of the Pinspiration collaboration that is hosted by Kreationsby Kimber. For this collaboration, we do it once a month at the end of the month, and it is to feature a pin that we have added to one of our Pinterest boards that we have yet to try. So today, since it's getting ready to be that Halloween season time, I wanted to make some Memorydex cards. I actually have a swap that I have joined, and so I went to Pinterest to find ideas for what I wanted to do. I actually looked up some handmade card sketches, and if you don't know what a sketch is, it's just somebody that does a black and white, somebody comes up with the sketch, and then usually they have sketch challenges. So I looked up horizontal handmade card sketches, and I found a couple that I really liked, and I thought I could adapt them to use on my Memorydex cards. So if you don't know what a Memorydex card is, or an altered Rolodex card, it is when you take an old Rolodex card, or you can actually make a card that you put on a Memorydex holder, one of the Memorydex holders that people used for keeping phone numbers and addresses and things like that. So if you haven't been in the paper crafting world for a while, we like to swap these. So it is just a fun way to be artistic and share your creativity with other people. So I wanted to make my Memorydex cards. I'm not using older ones to alter. I wanted to be able to make them bigger. A normal Rolodex card is probably about 2.5 inches tall, but the crafty world has come up with the Memorydex, which is by 4 inches by 4 inches, but it's kind of taken off where you can just do any shape or any size that you want, as long as it has those same two little cutouts at the bottom to fit onto a Rolodex. So that's what I'm gonna do. I pulled out some of my Halloween items that I had in my stash, as well as a new paper pad that I picked up at Michael's by Craftsmart. And then I'll just start here and show you what I pulled out. This was in my stash. I picked it up at the Daiso store, and is some origami Halloween paper. And then I have this glitter pumpkin I received in a swap. I'll use that. And then I have these foam stickers from the Dollar Tree. I have some Halloween washi tape, and I think that was also from the Daiso store. I have some trims and ribbons here, some rhinestones in black and white and orange. And then I have this fun paper pad. It's the new Halloween one, or one of them from Michael's, so it's really cute. So I'm gonna pull some pieces from there. And then I have my tools over here. So I think I really like this one here, but I'll just start working, and you can craft along with me, and we will make a Memorydex card. To start off, I'm going to look through my scrapbook papers and pick out at least 4 different patterns. And you can use whatever paper that you have, and if you want to use all different, you can. But I chose to use one paper. I believe it was the paper that said boo all over it, that for my base, and then 3 other different papers. I chose one from that origami pack, the one that had purple, because I wanted to draw in some purple, and then that was the only one that I could find that I liked there. And then I pulled out that black and silver and orange stripe, and at first I chose this piece with the pumpkins on it, but after I cut that out, I didn't like that, so I went back and chose another piece. So I'm cutting a 4x4 piece of the background, and then I rounded the two top edges. And then I'm going to cut 1-inch strips from each of my papers. At first I had cut 1.25 inches, but that was a little too big. It wouldn't have had room to fit 3 on that. So I cut a 1 inch, and then after cutting each one, I cut little tails on the bottoms to make them into banners, and then you want to stagger the lengths going from longest to shortest. I just kind of lined it up with my base card and then decided which one was going to go next. That middle one was a little bit too short, so I used the other piece and made it a little bit longer. I did like that paper with the pumpkins on it, but it just didn't line up right after I went to add the ribbon on top. It pretty much covered up the pumpkin. I like the purple ribbon there, so after I change out this paper, then I was able to lay out the ribbon the way that I wanted. So I chose this paper with the wording on it, and I just kind of cut a piece out that I knew would show one of the words that I liked. I liked having the boo at the top there. Now I'm just gluing them all down. Leaving about a 1/4 inch space in between, as evenly as possible. Now I'm going to add that ribbon on top. I decided I wanted the edges to go off the card a little bit, so I cut them about 1/2 inch long, and now I'm just going to cut some tails on each side. And I am going to use that rickrack. So I added glue to my card, and then I kind of smoothed out the glue so that you couldn't see it through the ribbon. And then I was trying to figure out which way I wanted that rickrack to go, but I did end up just lining the middle of the ribbon there. I love that rickrack. It's a orange, black, and white, and I received it in a swap, I know, so I'm not even sure where you could buy that. I think it's really cute though. Now I'm gluing my pumpkin down, and I'm going to add that boo down at the bottom. I think that's super cute. And then I was trying to figure out where I wanted to put the rhinestones, so I ended up just putting one on top of the rickrack in that spot. So I'll go ahead and glue that down with my tacky glue. And I thought that it needed a little bit more, so I punched a hole in the corner, and I have that piece of ribbon. It was a ribbon that I picked up at the Dollar Tree last year, and it had wire along the edges. So I just cut the wire part off and tied it through the hole. And I did a double knot, and then I cut little tails on that as well. This is a really pretty ribbon. It has glitter on the orange part, so
I thought it just went well with everything else. The last thing you need to do on your Memorydex card is turn it over, find your center mark, and measure a ½ inch on each side of that center mark, and then go ahead and punch your holes. And I go up about ¼ inch and then cut 2 little slits, and that is it.
So here is the final card. I really love how this turned out. It's just a simple way. It was a quick and easy way to do a Memorydex card using the sketch. There's thousands of sketches on Pinterest if you just do a search, and yeah, so I'll put the links down below for the 2 sketches that I found, and I'll also have all the links for all the other ladies in the Pinspiration collaboration, so go ahead and check out their videos for today. I hope you like this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did, leave me a comment and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality. Bye, God bless.